So the Stanley Cup Finals starts tonight. We have the Edmonton Oilers up against the Florida Panthers. My Oilers finally making the Cup Final for the first time since 2006, and I've been calling my shot all year long. The Oilers are going to win the Stanley Cup. Now it seems possible. Now it seems real to everybody. But the first things first is we got to go in, and we are going to be simulating the entirety of the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm going to go in. We are going to watch every single game of this Finals action, and we are going to see who comes out on top, lifting the Stanley Cup here in 2024. And here we are, game one of the Stanley Cup Finals in 2024. I don't know why the playoff mode gave the Oilers home ice advantage, even though Florida technically does have it in real life. But regardless, we are getting underway here. Oilers, Panthers, who's going to take home the Stanley Cup? Let's find out. Hyman starting off the game nice, coming in. Hyman, okay, he's taking his time, blasting it from the point. All right, we're going to see a lot of diabolical play from the computer AI, obviously, and the first power play will go to the Florida Panthers. Montour, I believe, took the penalty, but he was the one that drew it. Montour back to Tarasenko in the middle. Edmonton power play or penalty kill in the playoffs so far, I believe, has killed off 27 straight penalty kills in the middle, and they've even scored a few short-handed. So we know they're going to be dangerous here. Montour skating the puck up. All right, it's early in the morning, but I got to lock in here. Luosterainen goes wide on Stewart, Skinner, McLeod. He's got the wheels. McLeod and Henrique 2-on-1. McLeod over to Nurse. Nurse couldn't even get a shot off McLeod. Back to Nurse again. Nurse shooting. And a great save by Bobrovsky. The power play now is over. We got the big guns out. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman. I believe Chris Knobloch always throws these three out after a penalty kill. But I believe they're probably going to be playing together. Verhaeghe in the middle. Good D by Evan Bouchard. Evan Bouchard in this playoff run has been absolutely electric. I literally cannot believe it. This dude has been playing like the best defenseman in hockey. Bouchard back at the point, and another great save by Bob. As a bit of back and forth action so far. 13:31 left in the first period. Obviously, this could go 7 games. We might be here a while. Hopefully, it only goes 5 or 6. For my liking, as I do not want to sit here and watch the computers play 7 straight games against each other. Kane coming in, Evander Kane. Kane trying to wrist one on net. Doesn't get to go, though. Barkov, counterattack here. Barkov coming in. The Selke nominee, most likely going to win the Selke. In the middle. I don't know if they announced any of the awards yet. I haven't seen any, but I heard they're doing it over the course of June. I don't think there's an award show. Maybe there is. I don't know. It's a little bit weird this year. Regardless, Tkachuk. Coming down, Tkachuk. It's body at the blue line. Who is 51 on our team? Is that Troy Stecher? Troy Stecher does not even play in the playoffs. Yet he's here in the 24-7. Perry coming in. Perry shooting. Again, shots on net are not going to be something that we see often the computers get. Tkachuk in the middle there. Lundell. And a great save by Stewart, Skinner. Ekholm moving it up to Hyman. Zachary Hyman. 14 goals in the playoffs already. McDavid. There it is. Connor McDavid starts off the scoring. Who else would it be besides the best player in all of hockey? Connor McDavid. Most likely a Conn Smythe favorite here in the playoffs. But of course, Zach Hyman to McDavid, a little bit different. Usually it's McDavid to Hyman. But regardless, McDavid starts us off with a fluky little goal there. I don't even know. As the Oilers are going to take an early 1-0 lead here in game number 1 on home ice. Obviously, in real life, Florida. Game 1's going to be in Florida. And another power play headed to the Panthers. Zach Hyman takes a tripping call. Are you kidding me? Shaq Hyman, what are you doing, brother? Again, there's no Popeyes in the box, Shaq. Come on. If you know, you know. All right, the Oilers penalty killer are going to have to kill 29 straight now. They got to lock in. They killed the first one. Skinner makes an easy save. 5 minutes to go in the first period. Bennett taking the draw against Sam Carrick, I believe. It is Sam Carrick. And we win it. Nurse, get it out. Verhaeghe wins it back. Verhaeghe walking in. Back to Montour. Another good save by Stu. The Oilers' penalty kill has been absolutely lights out this playoff run. Can they continue? Down low, Ekholm. Get it out, Ekholm. Move that puck out, brother. You're on the penalty kill, Ekholm. Okay, Ekholm's going to turn it over. Very unlike him to do so, especially on the penalty kill. Nurse. Darnell Nurse dumps it in. Wow. In what world is Darnell Nurse the responsible one and Matthias Ekholm is the one making turnovers? EA Sports, man, you guys are crazy. Verhaeghe, another great save by Stu. Stu was amazing in the Western Conference Finals. outside of game number 3. Even game 3, he didn't play that bad, in my opinion. Just that one goal was pretty bad on Jason Robertson. Outside of that, lights out. Lights out in game 6. Really stole that game for us. Nuge moves it up to Perry. 30 seconds left in period number 1. The Oilers had to kill a few here in the first, but they killed both of them, and they also got their early lead as we are headed to the intermission with a 1-0 Edmonton Oilers lead in game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. All right, here we are for period number 2. 1-0 lead for the Oilers. Obviously, a bit of a back-and-forth period. The Oilers did have to kill off 2 penalties, but outside of that, the chances were far and in between. I think that's the saying. Regardless, Draisaitl behind the net, trying to find McDavid. McDavid bodies him. McDavid out in front. Great save by Bobrovsky. Again, Bouchard, Hyman. Hyman walking in over to Nurse. Nurse on net. McDavid was there. Bob had no energy as well. McDavid could have got the rebound and possibly put that in the back of the net. Forsling. Good D. We had 2 D. Oh, no, we didn't. That was Draisaitl in the middle. Ooh, nice save by Stu there. That was a little tricky shot. Up to McDavid, Nurse. Okay, Nurse is going to skate it out. Over to Draisaitl. Over to McDavid. And Bobrovsky makes the save. Now, I did set the period length for 3 minutes. Now, I did set the game length for 3 minutes just to make sure these games would fly by. Even with all the stoppages, we're probably not going to be flying by. That's almost 9 minutes of real in-game time that I have to sit here every single game and watch the computers dick around back and forth. Kane in the middle, and Evander Kane gives the Edmonton Oilers a 2-0 lead in game number 1 from Corey Perry and Cody Ceci. Perry put it on net. Kane just found it, and 5-hole on Bobrovsky. What on earth are you doing, Bob? That was somewhat of a broken play in front of the net there. Oh, Bobrovsky needs to have that. As the Oilers have come out strong here in game number 1. 2-0 lead. We've had a lot of 2-0 leads in the playoff run so far. We've given up most of them, in all honesty. Kane absolutely wrecks. Who was that? Was it Tarasenko that he bodied? Oh my God, Kane is a madman right now. Ekholm moves it up to Tarasenko. Verhaeghe halfway through the period. Halfway through the entire game as well. Perry moving on up. Over to Cody Ceci. Cody Ceci. Over to Nuge. And Nugent Hopkins is going to snipe it. Low blocker. Sergei Bobrovsky is in absolute shambles right now. 3 weak goals that he should have had. And the Florida Panthers are going to trail by 3 midway through the second period of game number 1. Bobrovsky desperately needed to have that, man. Honestly, there is no excuse for Bob not having pretty much all the goals so far. He's been weak to start the Stanley Cup Finals. Rodriguez coming out in front, and Skinner makes 2 great saves, keeping the Oilers up by 3. Janmark over to Fogle. Warren Fogle coming in. Fogle in the middle of Kulak. Kulak just bodied off the puck by Rodriguez. Or maybe it was Rodriguez. It might be Rodriguez. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Mahura coming in. Over. Little broken play in front. Fogle get that out. There we go. Up to Henrique. Obviously, you guys know who I'm cheering for in the Stanley Cup Finals. Janmark! And finally, Bobrovsky makes a save. He's not made a lot throughout this entire game. Florida down by 3. Not a great start. Hyman coming in. Hyman. Janmark. Janmark shooting. Easy save by Bob. That wasn't really a great shot, in all honesty. Hyman is on that puck like a dog. Zachary Hyman will not be denied right now. Oh my God. Rodriguez getting it out. 3:30 left in the second period. McDavid goes for a hit, misses it. Good save by Skinner. I thought that was honestly might have gone in. Who is 17 and why is he down on the ice? Skinner. Another great save. Leon Draisaitl coming out. Draisaitl shooting it. No, he's going to put it down low to McDavid out in front. Hyman. And a great save by Bob. He's going to play that puck though. We got almost less than a minute remaining in the second period. Can Florida get on the board before the start of the third? Bouchard, great defensive play on Tkachuk. Up to McDavid. McDavid got the wheels. McDavid, nice pass to Nurse. And a good save by Bob. Hyman down low. Draisaitl rebound in front. And we are headed to the third period with a 3-0 Oilers lead. And here we go. Game number 1, third period is underway. Oilers have a massive lead, 3-0. And to start the period, Connor McDavid gives the Oilers another insurance marker. Second of the night for McDavid, and second beautiful pass by Hyman. Going reverse, setting up McDavid in game number 1. Holy hell. When did Zachary Hyman turn into a prime Connor McDavid, just dishing out the amazing sauce? Watch this. Beautiful pass, backdoor. McDavid tapping. to give the Oilers a 4-0 lead in the third period. This is pretty much wraps, in all honesty. I don't want to like jinx myself here or anything, but the Oilers, unless they have an absolutely awful collapse, they should have game number 1 in the bag here. Obviously, a lot of time left, 18 minutes to go in the third. Florida going to be pushing here in the middle. Tkachuk, and there it is. Matthew Tkachuk gets the Florida Panthers on the board, and we are back to a 3-goal lead for the Oilers. Obviously, Stu is not going to let in no goals for the entire series, so 1 is fine. But I mean, we gotta definitely put on our defensive hats here. We have a let's go Oilers chant happening right now in Rogers Place. Man, Rogers Place was absolutely buzzing for Game 6. That was the loudest I've ever seen a hockey building in some time. The Oilers fan base is truly different. Reinhart. I mean, what else do you have to do in Edmonton besides their hockey? They don't really have anything else. Oh my God, Skinner was way out of his crease there. All right, Hyman, Shaq Hyman coming in. Hyman dishing again to Draisaitl. Man, when did Zach Hyman turn into a playmaker? He's supposed to be the finisher. McDavid Dillon. Oh, McDavid looks like a god out there on the ice, man. I turned up the attribute effects to 10 out of 10, so the best players are going to play like the best players, like McDavid, and there it is. Connor McDavid hat-trick in game number 1. He's been all over the ice, and he starts out his first ever Stanley Cup Finals game with a goddamn hat-trick. He's the best ever. That's it. It's over. The debate is over. McDavid is on one for this first ever Stanley Cup final. He wants his Stanley Cup, baby. I don't even know how that went in. He was behind the net. 5-1 Oilers here halfway through the third period. Going to be tough for the Florida Panthers to get back in this game, in all honesty. They might have to just regroup and get ready. Oh, they're headed to the power play, though. Again, another penalty kill for the Oilers. Can they kill off 30 straight in the playoffs? It's going to be a massive kill for the Oilers. I mean, we don't want to give Florida any momentum here in the third period, as Montour is going to skate it out. Florida yet to score in the power play. Edmonton's killed 29 straight now, counting all the kills in this game. I'll have to try to keep track of that throughout this series, but I'm sure Florida eventually is going to score a power play goal. Although in real life, I believe they have the worst power play, and there it is. Sam Bennett breaks the streak, gets the second of the night for the Panthers, and the Edmonton Oilers are not going to kill off 30 straight. Although in real life, out of the Final Four, I saw a statistic that Florida has the worst power play out of any 4 that were remaining in the conference finals. Edmonton obviously had the best power play and penalty kill. Special teams is a major part of this game. Tarasenko in the middle. All right, boys, things are getting a little scary now. It's only a 3-goal game. Florida, if they get some momentum here, they might be able to get back. Forsling back to Bennett. Over to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe doesn't get a shot off. McDavid skates it out. Look at that. McDavid is so fast out there. He could just go end to end so effortlessly. It's absolutely crazy. Attribute effects, 10 out of 10. Definitely a good move for this sim. We've tested it out. Oh my God, Tarasenko. We've tested it out with a lot of GM modes to see what is the best sliders to use if we're going to watch the games. And I think we found a good pair. We had 7 goals in this game, so goals galore, which is nice to have. I don't want to have a 1-0 game. Very boring. Ekholm shooting. No rebound by Bob. Now, if all things go well, I'm hoping for a sweep for the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, I don't want to sit here and watch 7 games of computer AI hockey, but you never know. We could be in store for a long series. Hopefully, in real life, we get 6, maybe even 7 games. My prediction, chat, is Oilers in 6. That is why I've been predicting since we have advanced to the Stanley Cup Finals. A lot of you guys have been asking me. Oilers in 6 is the move to go. Ekblad over. No goal. The referee is going to call no goal on the ice. Goalie interference, possibly. Ekblad centers it. And who was that? Lundell? Yeah, that's got to be goalie interference. And it was, in fact, no goal. We got 1:55 remaining in the third period of game number 1. Let's wrap up game 1, Oilers, and head to game 2 and try to take... Oh, no, Ekblad again. Ekblad! Get it out, Kane. Get it out. Evander Kane skating it out to Nuge. Less than a minute to go in the third. Florida might want to pull their goal if they get a shot here, but we got control of the puck right now. Nurse! All over the Panthers. Are they going to pull him? 45 seconds to go. Bob is still in the crease. Reinhart beyond the net. Reinhart out in front. Barkov trying to shoot it. Skinner's going to make the easy save. 38 seconds to go of game number 1. 5-2 lead for the Oilers. Can they hold on? I mean, we only got a minute left. We should be able to hold on to a 3-goal lead. Less than a minute to go in the game. 30 seconds. Dump and chase. There we go. Who was 13? Was that Janmark? I think Janmark's 13. Fogle, Janmark, and Ryan McLeod. I know we have Henrique out there. But Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk. Okay. 20 seconds left in the game, and Florida gets their third of the night. It just might be too little too late for the Panthers, in all honesty, though. 5-3 lead for the Oilers, 20 seconds to go. Florida definitely going to be pushing here. At least we've had a lot of goals in this game. Bennett over to Fogle. Empty net for Florida. Okay, why would Warren Fogle... Oh my God, what is going on? Henrik, is that Henrik Janmark? There it is! Matthias Janmark, empty netter. He would not be denied. That was probably the worst play I've ever seen in my life. You literally cannot make up this computer AI. It'll never get old. Literally never. And there we go. The Oilers will take game number 1. Score 6-3 as we head to game number 2. All right, let's see if the Edmonton Oilers can take a 2-0 series lead here in the Stanley Cup Finals over the Florida Panthers. I believe they won game 1 6-3. High-scoring affair. It was 5-1 at one point, but obviously in the third period, Florida was going to push and be the more aggressive team. But now we start out 0-0. McDavid coming in right away. McDavid trying to set the tone. Hat trick in game number 1. Draisaitl. McDavid had a massive night. 3 goals. Hyman, I believe, had 3 apples as well. Reinhart over to Barkov. But with the computer AI, you never truly know what's going to happen. McDavid flying down the wing. Hyman misses the net on that play. Nurse shooting tip in front. Good save by Bobrovsky, though, starting out game 2 solid. He let in some questionable goals in game number 1. Reinhart, good save by Stu. Stu was solid, although he did give up 3 goals. Still, a lot of those came in the third period when it didn't matter. Bouchard, thank you for that cover, dude. Up to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl trying to deke in. Doesn't get to... Ooh, that was a sneaky little play. Dry, out in front. Over, Hyman, back to Bouchard. Locked on net, though. Kachuk. Gonna skate it out. Kachuk looking... Easy save by Stu. He's going to play it right to Kachuk, though. Oh, no. Montour coming in. And Kachuk misses the bat out of midair. Back to Ekman-Larsson right off the draw. Florida won a clean draw there. Oh, Sam Bennett. Why would Stu ever play that? Full pressure for the Panthers. Coming out game 2 hot. They want to tie this series up. They do not want to go down 2-0 headed back to Florida. Ekblad. Why do I keep saying that? Tarasenko. Another great save by Stu, putting on a performance right now. Ekman-Larsson. Rob Bennett. Oh my God, Stu, you are amazing. Stu's in the chat for that. Holy hell. Ekblad. Over to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe moving up. 9 minutes to go in the first period. No score yet. The Edmonton Oilers did not take a penalty, which is also good. Henrique over to Janmark. Janmark shooting. Matthias Janmark got the empty netter in game 1. Fogle, a great save. Sprawling save. Rebound. And Warren Fogle will take the lead for the Edmonton Oilers as Sergei Bobrovsky was down in his crease. Could not get up. He's fallen and he could not get up. As just like in game number 1 in the first period, the Oilers are going to jump out to an early 1-0 lead in the game. All right. We got a series here, boys. The Edmonton Oilers are here to play. Mahora over to Luosterainen. Another great save by Stu. Stu's been solid so far. Very solid, especially early on in this first period, making save after save on the Florida Panthers, keeping his Oilers in this game. Rodriguez doesn't get a shot on net. Fogle moves it up to Sam Carrick. Sam Carrick coming in. Carrick finding the middle. McLeod, rebound. Great save by Bob on Fogle, trying for his second of the night. Fogle or McLeod from the net. McLeod again, still has it. And Bobrovsky shuts the door. We got, I believe, third line versus third line, maybe fourth line. Full pressure for the Oilers. Okposo. Darnell Nurse with a horrible turnover. At least they get his real-life likeness. Why do we have Bouchard and Nurse out there? Shouldn't it be Ekholm and Bouchard? Oh my God, EA Sports. Update your lines. Nurse up to McLeod. McLeod skating in, taking his time. McLeod shooting. Doesn't get a shot on net, though. Final 10 seconds of the first period, and the Oilers are going to come out with a 1-0 lead after 20. All right, here we are in the second period. The Oilers hold a 1-0 lead, but obviously that is not much, especially because of the fact that we had, 9 goals scored in game 1. Only 1 here after 20 minutes, but that is okay. Hyman, we get the big guns out. Hyman turns it over to Barkov. Selke Barkov takes that takeaway. Barkov in the middle. Reinhart over to Forsling. Back to Kachuk. Sniped in game 1. Trying again. I believe that might have hit the post, maybe. Draisaitl moves in and off Hyman. Zachary Hyman in the middle to McDavid. Over to Dry. McDavid shooting. Rebound is there. But nobody can get on it. Forsling moves it on up to Brendan Montour. Skating that puck out. Over to Kachuk. Great save by Stu. Making saves back. Oh my God. Barkov had a clean 1T there. Nursey. What are you doing, Nurse? Darnell behind the net. Darnell still looking. Darnell out in front. and Bob is going to make the save. Big draw here for the Oilers. They lose it. Bennett is going to skate it out up to Ekblad. We got 14:25 left to go in the second period. Almost halfway through the game. The Oilers hold a 1-0 lead. Stuart Skinner flashing the leather. Holy hell. 13:37 left in the first period. Stu made a great glove save there. I cannot believe it. Skinner's been playing great. He's been playing very good in this finals. Perry coming in. The worm. The worm. The early bird gets the worm. And the early bird also not only gets the worm, but gets Connor Bedard. Okay, I'm not going to go there. That's way overused. I know. I say it all the time. I'm done. Never going to use that joke again. Perry coming in again. Draws a power play for the Oilers. Their first of the series. This is a massive power play for the Oilers. Why do we got Henrik Hyman? What is going on the power play? We got a Kane, Henrik. Is that Warren Fogle out there on the power? Oh my God. Where is power play number 1? Why do we not have Dry McDavid? I can't even. I guess Fogle trying for his second of the night. Questionable call by Chris Knobloch. I'm not going to lie. We have Kane Bouchard, Zach Hyman, Fogle, and Adam fucking Henrique. Oh my God, we just wasted the entire power play. Oh no, Hyman in the middle. Kane, rebound! Oh my God, the rebound was there. Lorentz skating it on up. 7:30 left in the second. Kachuk trying to blast one just like his daddy. Pause. No diddy. Blasted it into... Okay, I'm not going to go there. Hyman over to Fogle. Fogle coming in, shot on net. There's a rebound, but there's no forward crashing the net. We need F2 to drive the net, F3 stay high. That's the rule of thumb in hockey. You learn that when you're like 6, 7 years old. Oh no, in front, Reinhardt! Another great save by Stu. It's only a 1-0 lead for the Oilers. A much more defensive game, in all honesty. Hyman is Shaq Hyman trying to draw another penalty, and the Oilers head to the PP. This is a massive draw for Connor McDavid, and he loses it. Montour, though, we're on the forecheck. Oh, Bennett skates it out. 3:20 left in the third. Power play for the Oilers. Dwindling down, though. Only 1:15 left to go. All right, Draisaitl, here we go. Make some magic. Draisaitl's been basically invisible so far in the finals. Against Dallas, he was not great either in real life. McDavid really took over the... Ekholm, what are you doing? Matthias Ekholm, we're on the goddamn power play. Move it up, Nuge. Nuge stepped up big. There it is, McDavid. Over. Leon gets robbed. And Connor, is that Connor? No, that is Nugent Hopkins taking a tripping penalty as the Oilers are now going to head to the penalty kill after not cashing in on 2 straight power plays. This could be oh no, less than 10 seconds to go. Barkov rips it wide. Uh-oh. Ekholm, or no, why do I keep saying Ekblad? There we go. And the Oilers are going to have to kill a penalty to start the third period here in game number 2. All right, here we go. Third period, game 2. Penalty kill for the Oilers right off the rip. They hold on to a 1-0 lead, so it doesn't look like they have much insurance. As I mean, Florida could easily tie this game up. Ekholm on the forecheck. There we go. 4-on-4 hockey, McLeod. All right. We now have 4-on-4 hockey. Lots of room for McDavid and Dry to work some magic here. Hopefully get an insurance marker for the Oilers. Nurse. McDavid, that's your puck. You're faster than any... Oh, my God. McDavid over. Bouchard. McDavid. Floaty little backhander. I didn't like that. Now we're on the power play for like 30 seconds. But I don't think it's really going to matter too much. Montour over to Sam Bennett. Doesn't get a shot on net, but does get a whistle. 17-18 left in the third period. Massive draw in our own zone. Lundell behind the net. Lundell looking. He's looking back to the point. Ekman Larson. Good save by Stu. Stu's been solid. Lundell again over Reinhardt. Another great save by Skinner. What a monster Stuart Skinner has been here. There we go. Another power play headed to the Oilers. A lot of penalties here in game 2. Finally, we do have the big guns out here for power play number 1. Draisaitl, McDavid, Nuge. We got Kane on the point with Bouchard. Honestly, very questionable. I don't know why. Why is Zach Hyman on the second PP? That doesn't make any sense. You think EA would update their power play lines, but regardless, Bouchard. Let's have a clean breakout here. Draisaitl. There we go. Moves it up to McDavid. Up to Evander Kane. Over to Nuge. Nuge turns it over, but regains it. Another turnover to Kyle Okposo, former captain of the Buffalo Sabres, believe it or not. And we're just going to let him skate end to end. All right. Power play pretty much over. Oilers not. I don't think we have a single power play goal this series yet. Florida got 1, so the power plays haven't been great to teams. Over McDavid. Doesn't get a shot on net. He should have shot there. Wide open lane to the net. Doesn't get a shot. All right. Halfway through the third for Hagee. Kane moves up to McDavid. McDavid up to Dry. Back to McDavid. Here we go. Nuge shooting. No rebound by Bob. I'm just realizing this now, but this could be a very long video if we end up going 7 games. I mean, I've been recording for 26 minutes already, and we're not even halfway through the third period of game 2. And it's a 1st to 4. Bennett rings it off the bar. Holy hell, that was close. Sam Bennett was so close to tying the game up for the Panthers. Hyman rips a clap shot. Clap shot, slap shot, clap bomb. Regardless, shot on net is a shot on net. The Edmonton Oilers are going to have to be very defensive here as they try to hold on to a 1-0 lead. Very low-scoring game in Game 2. Honestly surprised after that barn burner we had in Game 1. Tip on net. Oh, my God. It almost went in. And another power play headed to the Oilers. Aaron Ekblad, 2 minutes for slashing. Now, this power play is absolutely huge for the Oilers. I mean, if they score here, that might be the game for the Florida Panthers. Hyman over. Ekholm on net. Doesn't get it to go. Nice block in front. Nurse! Another block in front. No shot on net for the Oilers on the power play. If they can get an insurance marker, that might be Game 2. Then they head to Florida with a 2-0 series lead. That would be magical, please. Please let me see. Oh, here we go. Henrique. Why is Henrique out there? Henrique over. Great save by Bob. Nurse behind the net. Back to the point. Fogle. Ekholm. Another great save by Bobrovsky. We got 5:51 remaining in the third period. Still a 1-0 lead for the Oilers as the power play runs out. Ekblad coming right out of the box. Kulikov in the middle. Nice steal by McDavid. Go, McDavid. McDavid is gone on the breakaway. Connor McDavid pulls out the between the legs and doesn't get it to go. Why? Why, EA? Why do you have your computer AI programmed to do a fucking between the legs in the Stanley Cup Finals on a breakaway? I know McDavid's that guy, but come on. I would like a better shot than that. Draisaitl over. Great save by Bobrovsky. Keeping the Panthers in it right now. McDavid behind the net. In the middle, Nuge. Another great save. Bob has no energy, dude. If we had one more shot on net, we probably would have tucked it in. Rodriguez coming down. Oh, my God. My voice is going to be gone by the end of this video. Bouchard's get it out. Bouchard, get it in deep. Bouchard, shot on net. There's a rebound. McDavid, that's your puck. Uh-oh, get back. Less than a minute to go. Florida Panthers empty their net. Kachuk trying to tie up the game. Can we force overtime? No, I do not want overtime, please. I don't know how long that will last. There we go. Draw the power play, Corey Perry. 36 seconds to go here in the third period. Hyman behind the net. Okay, who was that to? Fogle. Fogle rips it on net. Great save by Bob, though. Hyman again. Ekholm. Back to Nurse. Just as long as we can kill some clock here, in all honesty. I don't care if we get an insurance marker. Wind down the clock. 20 seconds to go. This might be the final rush for the Florida Panthers as they got to tie this game. Empty net for Florida. Oh, good D. We got good D here. Ekblad. No. Ekblad. Get it out, Ekholm. Get it out. Move it up, Hyman. Hyman, skate. And the Edmonton Oilers are going to take a 2-0 series lead over the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Finals. And here we go. Game number 3 in Florida. The Panthers are down 2-0 in this series, so they have to have a huge effort here if they do not want to get swept. I mean, we go up 3-0. That might be wraps on the series, and that might be wraps for Connor McDavid winning his first ever Stanley Cup. All right, I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. We got a big game here in Sunrise, Florida. McDavid coming down the win. He's been awesome. He's been awesome or awesome? Oh, my God, Pasta. What are you doing? That was a good shot on net, though. Well, McDavid, hat trick in Game 1. I believe he got a goal or an assist in Game 2. Actually, no, that was Warren Fogle. A 1-0 victory for the Oilers in Game 2. A very low-scoring affair after a barn burner in Game 1, but hopefully we have a little more goals here in Game 2. Game 3, I should say. Game 2 was a little bit boring, in my opinion, but hopefully we can have a much stronger effort. Coming down the win over the Draisaitl. McDavid's got the rebound. Oh, McDavid, horrible turnover to Barkov on the odd man rush in. Darnell Nurse sends Alexander Barkov back to Finland. Draisaitl moves it up. McDavid taking his time. Bouchard over to Dry. Looking. Dry's looking. Still looking. Carter Verhaeghe. No, Bouchard. Good deep play by Bouchard. Over to Nursey. Nursey up to Nuge. Nuge to Evander Kane. And we draw the first power play of the outing as we are headed to the PP early here in the first period. This could be an awesome opportunity for the Oilers to take a 1-0 lead in this game and really take a stranglehold in the series. I mean, 3-0 leads are hard to come by. Oh my God, Fogle! Warren Fogle on the power play. What are we doing? Hyman over Fogle, and a great glove save by Bobrovsky. After game number 1, Bobrovsky really has been keeping the Panthers in the game and in the series. I mean, game 1 was not his best effort, but game 2, he only allowed 1 goal and was stellar. And in Game 3 so far has been very good. Also, I forgot to mention, Stuart Skinner shutout in the Stanley Cup Finals in Game 2. What? If he does that in the finals in real life, I literally will never, ever say a bad word about a Skinner again. Even though I'm the one usually protecting him. Now, for my recording for this video, I was going to go live on YouTube and have you guys in the chat interact with me during the game. But I mean, because the fact that I am recording this at 9 a.m. in the morning, I don't think there's going to be too many people joining my stream, especially on a weekday. It is today, it is Wednesday, so I'm just going to record it. And that way you guys aren't going to... Oh, Rodriguez! Great save by Skinner. Then you guys won't get spoiled. And I mean, it will give you guys more of a motivation to watch the video. Lundell! Skinner has been holding us in this game. There's more reason to watch the video if you don't know who ends up winning the series or winning the Stanley Cup. Fogle back to Cody Ceci, tip on front, and Matthias Janmark will take the lead for the Edmonton Oilers in every game so far. The Oilers have scored first, and they take a 1-0 lead in the game. All right, so the Oilers come out to an early 1-0 lead, just like in Game 1, just like in Game 2, and now in Game number 3, as they've really controlled the game, controlled the most of the series as well. Verhaeghe coming down, Carter Verhaeghe, finding Sam Bennett. Verhaeghe again, back to Mahura. Finally, the Panthers are getting some shots on net here. Troy Stecher moves it up to Nuge. Over to Kane. Kane's got a little bit of room to work with. Blast a slap shot from the corner in the Rockstar zone. I mean, I don't know what Kane was doing there, in all honesty. He should have probably got a better shot than that, I'd say, especially in the Stanley Cup Finals. You don't want to give up possession to a Florida Panthers team who can score if you're not careful. Kulak. 7 seconds to go in the first period. Can the Oilers hold on? Stecher rips it from the point, and Bobrovsky's going to make the save. And the Oilers come out of the first period with a 1-0 lead. All right, here we are in the second period of game number 3. Edmonton leading 1-0 again. They score first every single game of this series. Florida, if they want any shot at the Stanley Cup, they're going to have to start scoring goals and scoring first. You can't start every game behind and expect to win the series. I mean, that's absolutely crazy. I mean, McDavid, we're not worried about that. Nurse! Why would Darnell Nurse not shoot that? Had a grade A shot in the slot, and he just passes it up. The computer AI in this game, absolutely horrible. I'll probably mention that 100 times, but I don't even care. Barkov, great save by Stu. Big face-off won by McDavid. Bouchard skated out clean. There we go, up to McDavid. 16:20 left in the second period. McDavid over to Dry. Doesn't get the shot on net. McDavid first to the puck and draws a tripping penalty on Brendan Montour as we deploy power play number 2 out there. I don't know why we keep doing that. Chris Knobloch, I guess he's running with what has been working so far. Let's get power play number 1 out there. Coach Pasta has taken a little bit control of this game. Oh my God, what a horrible pass by Bouchard, especially on the power play. And there goes our PP. Skinner makes a save and he's going to play it. Okay, I thought he was going to cover the puck there. Draisaitl. Bodied at the blue line. McDavid, get in there on the forecheck, brother. There we go. 12:30 left in the second period. Halfway through the game. And the Oilers, just like in Game 2, have a 1-0 lead. Holding on to for dear life, honestly. Tkachuk, there we go. Tkachuk coming in. Over to Barkov. Great save by Skinner. Skinner's been amazing. I cannot rave about how great he's been so far in the finals. Tkachuk moves over to Forsling. Forsling back to Tkachuk. Blasted. Rebound is there. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Tkachuk. Again, Barkov, great save by Skinner. Skinner's been absolutely electric, keeping the Oilers up in this game, up in every game so far. Janmark coming in. Janmark over. Doesn't get it to go. Sam Bennett gets bodied at the blue line by Nursey. Bouchard, skated out Bouchard. There we go. Use your wheels. Up to Henrique. Adam Henrique coming down. Henrique trying to find the middle of Fogle. Tarasenko, counterattack by the Panthers. Counterattack for Tarasenko. Did he get a shot off there? I think that was a shot. I don't believe Cody Ceci blocked that. Up to Fogle. Fogle, let's get forward line number 2 out there. They got a lot of energy. Coach Pasta. Obviously, I'm on the side of the Oilers, baby. I don't care. You guys might call it cheating, but guess what? I want to see my Oilers raise the goddamn Stanley Cup. I forget. I believe Florida actually won the Stanley Cup Finals that we watched last season. Ekholm misses the net. We did Florida and Vegas. I think that went to 6 games, and Florida took home the Stanley Cup at the end of it. Lose to rain and doesn't get a shot on net. But now, Florida again up against the Oilers instead. The Oilers, I mean, taking a look back at last season, obviously we were not ready. We didn't play that Vegas series like we should have. If we played Vegas this year, we definitely would have beat them. No doubt about that in my mind. We're a different team this year. We don't... Oh my God, Rodriguez. Over. Lomberg. Rodriguez! 3 seconds to go. Mahura Great save by Stu. Another great save as the Oilers head to the third period with a 1-0 lead, exactly like game number 2. And here we go. Period number 3 of game number 3. What was I saying? All right, yeah. If we played Vegas the way we play this year, I feel like we probably could have won the Stanley Cup last season. Obviously, that are what ifs. We'll never know about that because we didn't show up for half the Vegas series. But regardless of that, I mean, I'm happy about the Oilers finally making the Cup final. I mean, stepping up. Skinner's got more experience. He's been in big games, and now he's going to play in the biggest games of his career. So far, so good here in the Stanley Cup finals for Stu. Uh-oh, Barkov. Nice. Draisaitl. Get it out, Dry. Please, Dry. No. Draisaitl. Down to Barkov. Over to Montour. Kachuk. Florida's moving it around. Again, they're going to be pressuring hard in this third period. They're down by 1. Again, trying to score. No goals in game number 2. Can they get one here in game number 3? Kachuk. That's not offside. Okay, Draisaitl, turnover. Computer's just turning it over back and forth, back and forth. All right, Draisaitl does a shitty little dump in. It works, though. Hyman doesn't get a shot on net. Draisaitl from a weird angle trying to snipe it. Short side, Montour. Barkov. Alexander Barkov. Over to Montour. And it is out of play. 14:41 left here in the third period. Bennett moves over to Ekblad. Tarasenko. Florida trying to find their first goal in a few games here. Stuart Skinner has been absolutely electric, man. Oh my God, Corey Perry got murdered by Ekblad there. Perry, you okay, brother? That was a big hit. Ekman Larson coming in. A lot of X in this series. Another easy save by Stu, and he's going to cover that up. Massive draw for the Oilers here. Sam Bennett is going to win it. Verhaeghe walking in. He had a clean lane to the net and doesn't get the shot that, honestly, he probably would have wanted. A better shot than what he got there. Kane almost took a penalty. Verhaeghe skating down halfway through the third period. Time is ticking on Florida. They got to tie this game up. Lots of time left for them to work with, but, I mean, time is definitely not on their side. Kane rips it. Doesn't even get a shot on net. How do you rip it wide with no screen like that, dude? All right, Verhaeghe still out there. Over to Bennett. Turnover by Cody Ceci. Cody Ceci, Game 7 Cody Ceci is a different animal. Hopefully we don't have to go to Game 7, but if we do, I know in the bag we do have Ceci. Rodriguez coming in. Rodriguez over! Great save by Stu. Ekholm moves it on up. Move up to Ceci. Ekholm, move the puck, Ekholm. What are you doing? Oh no, Lundell. Horrible turnover for the Oilers. Rebound, and there it is. Florida finally beats Stuart Skinner with like 5 minutes to go in the third period from a horrible turnover by Matthias Ekholm, and we have a tie game here in game number 3. Rebound, and he beats Stuart Skinner. Matthias Ekholm definitely to blame for that Oilers goal, as Skinner's not going to get back-to-back shutouts. I mean, he was standing strong there for a while. Janmark, can the Oilers take the lead? I do not want overtime. Janmark over, Fogle! Great save by Bobrovsky, and he's going to save it, or he's going to cover it up, I should say. 4:45 remaining to go in the third period. The Oilers have a tie game now, as they're not going to be able to hold on to the lead for back-to-back games. Kachuk coming in. Kachuk. Nurse, nice save by Nurse. Up to McDavid. Connor McDavid coming in. McDavid looking, trying to find Bouchard. It was a smart pass, but Bouchard just couldn't get a handle on it. Nursey go. Darnell on the rush. Darnell in the middle. McDavid rebound. Another rebound. Put it home, McDavid. Put it home. Somebody please, McDavid. Great save by Bobrovsky. He's going to play the puck after all that. He's going to play the puck. 1 minute to go in the third period. Uh-oh, Kachuk coming in. Great D by the Oilers. Hyman, 54 seconds to go in the third period. Hyman trying to find in the middle. Draisaitl, 5-hole, and Leon Draisaitl will take the lead for the Edmonton Oilers with 50 seconds remaining in game number 3 from Hyman and Bouchard. Finally, Leon steps up. Another great feed by Zach Hyman, and Bobrovsky has been beat a few times to the 5-hole here in the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, all the Edmonton Oilers need to do for 50 seconds is to kill the clock. Bouchard, dump it in. Please get it in. No. Kachuk, they're going to pull their goalie soon. No, we take a penalty. Corey Perry, are you kidding me? Why would Corey Perry take a penalty? A tripping penalty after all that. All right, this is a massive kill for the Oilers. They need to kill this off. 44 seconds to work with for the Florida Panthers. It's going to be longer as well because it's the final 30 seconds of the game. Clear it, Ekholm. Nice. Matthias Ekholm gets it out. Ryan McLeod on that forecheck. Ryan McLeod, kill the clock. 30 seconds remaining in Game 3. Panthers trying not to go down 3-0 in the series to the Edmonton Oilers. No! 27 seconds to go in the third period. My palms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. Get it out, Kulak. Get it out, Kulak. Rip it down the ice. There we go. 23 to go. 23 to go. Come on, that's your puck, Henrique. Henrique, empty net, and Adam Henrique, empty netter for the Oilers as they are going to go up 3-1 in the game and 3-0 in the series here in the Stanley Cup Finals. 1 win away. Oh my God, we're so close. The Panthers now down by 2. Another empty net. Bennett coming in. Sam Bennett. Another great save by Skinner. Back to the point, Forsling. 5 seconds to go in this third period. Sam Carrick gonna skate it out. Misses the empty net, but it doesn't matter. The Edmonton Oilers are 1 win away from winning the Stanley Cup as they take a dominating 3-0 series lead over the Florida Panthers. And here we go. Game 4 in Sunrise, Florida. The Stanley Cup is in the building for the Edmonton Oilers as they have a shot at history. Connor McDavid trying to capture his first ever Stanley Cup of his career. And the Oilers putting the Florida Panthers on the brink of elimination. Here we go, boys. Please, EA, if you guys ever want to do me a favor, just end the series here tonight. I do not want to go to a Game 5. I do not want to watch the computer AI play any longer. I'm cool with that. McDavid shooting on net. Great save by Bob. Bob's been a little shaky, but he's been good at times as well. Nurse on net. Bobrovsky going to cover that up. And right off the rip here, Connor McDavid's going to take a tripping penalty headed to the box as the Oilers are going to have to kill off a very early penalty here. 17-15 in the first period, so not a great start. Kulak, dump it out, Kulak. Kulak. Okay, Kulak, please. Kulak on net. There we go. In the corner. Ryan McLeod is there. Ryan McLeod in the corner. Uh-oh. No, get back, boys. Now we get 2 forwards just hanging out in the neutral zone. McLeod, there we go. And the Oilers will kill it off. McLeod on net. Great save by Bob. Henrique bodies the defenseman in the corner. We're back to even strength. Luosterainen coming in. Luosterainen misses the net there. Florida trying not to get embarrassed here as they have not won a game in the series yet. Montour. The Oilers have just been the better squad, and they've scored first every single game so far this series. So, I mean, it's pretty safe to say if the Panthers do want to win this game, they need to score first. They cannot fall down again for the 4th game in a row to the Edmonton Oilers as they've not been able to mount a comeback. Last game was the closest. I mean, I thought we were going to have overtime. In the middle, Barkov! Alexander Barkov, great save by Skinner. Holy hell, what a save by Stuart Skinner. Florida coming so close to taking the early lead in the game here. They desperately need to do that. Nurse, board played in his own zone. Barkov, beyond the net, Barkov looking. Back to the point, Ekholm, over to Ekman-Larsson. And another great save by Stu, who is dead tired, by the way. A massive draw here. Nuge gonna lose it to, full pressure for the Panthers. This is not good. Ekman-Larsson walking in, and they are going to snipe as the Florida Panthers, for the first time in the series, score first and take a 1-0 lead here in the first period. All right, we have a much different game here in Sunrise, Florida. Game 4. The Panthers do not want to get swept. They do not want to get embarrassed. Corey Perry moving on up. Perry. No. 8:20 left to go in the first. Bouchard. We have lots of time to actually work with here and tie up this game. I'm not too worried. The Oilers have been by far the better team. Nuge on net. Rebound is there. Kane can't put it in. Kane over to Bouchard. Blocked in front. Great save by Bobrovsky. Who was that on? Was that Cody Ceci? No, that was Dar. Actually, it was Bouchard, Perry, one of the two, maybe. It was a right-handed shot. 5:20 left to go in the first period. And the Edmonton Oilers hold on. Perry 2-on-1 with McDavid. Perry coming in. Okay. EA. Why? Oh my God, and we take a tripping penalty right after that. Are you serious? We are headed to the box yet again as we have to kill off a power play, or a penalty kill, I should say. Oh my God, what a blast from Montour. For Hagee, back to Montour again. Montour. Florida trying to go up 2-0 in the game. Oh, go. Henrique, gone. Adam, Henrique holding. He's waiting in the middle. Great save by Bob, and he's going to cover it up. Massive draw for the Oilers. Barely a minute to go in the first period. Back to even strength. Bennett over to Kulak. Brett Kulak behind the net. Brett Kulak up to Ceci. There we go. Fogle, take your time, Fogle. Okay, Fogle, don't take your time. Sam Bennett, less than 10 to go. In the middle, Verhaeghe doesn't get a shot on net, and the Oilers are going to have a power play to start the second period. Okay, the Oilers to start the second period do have a power play. Luckily, Chris Knobloch plotted out PP number 1. McDavid, Draisaitl, Nuge, Evander Kane, and Evan Bouchard, I guess. This is a massive power play. We got to get back in this game, boys. We got to sweep the Florida Panthers. I want this done. What are you doing? What is Evander Kane doing? Does he have money on the Florida Panthers money line for game number 4? What is going on? You in depth, Evander? You bankrupt again? Come on, dude. What are you doing there? Oh, no. Montour. Go. Hyman, go. We got Hyman out there with Fogle and Evander Kane. Hyman. Hyman just... I don't know what kind of pass was that. Kane. Over. Bouchard. Easy save for Bobrovsky. That wasn't really too much trouble. Good shot coming out. Over to Sam Reinhart. Reinhart waiting. Good D by Kane. All right, let's get forward line number 1 out there. We need the big guns. Hyman coming in. Zachary Hyman. Hyman. McDavid. Connor McDavid could have sniped that, in all honesty. He really could have sniped that. McDavid, why did you stop there? Go after the puck, dude. Come on now. 14 to go. Almost halfway through the hockey game. Florida Panthers have a 1-0 lead. Man, after game 1, these games have not been high scoring whatsoever. I mean, we've had a 1-0 lead for the past 3 games. Come on, McDavid, over to Dry. Trying to get on net. Doesn't get it to go, though. Reinhardt skating it out. Over to Tkachuk. Tkachuk, another great... Oh, my God. What a save by Skinner on Matthew Tkachuk. In the middle, Mahura. Lawrence. Tkachuk. And Matthew Tkachuk will give the Florida Panthers a 2-0 lead here in game number 4. As the Edmonton Oilers are going to need some sort of a comeback if they want to win the Stanley Cup in Sunrise, Florida. I mean, the Panthers have really dominated this game, in all honesty. We have not had a good game whatsoever. Here they go again. Verhaeghe in the middle. Reinhardt. Stu has been keeping us in the game, though. We're not out of it yet. Lots of time left in the game. CC. What I mean, we oh my God, horrible turnover on Bennett. Oh my God, Skinner. Attaboy, Stu. Mahura. Oh my God, rebound was there. There was literally a rebound to be had for Florida. Come on, Edmonton. We got to step up here. We've not had a great game. Perry in the middle. Oh my God, what a turnover. And Vladimir Tarasenko on the breakaway. Tarasenko puts it home as the Panthers go up 3-0 in the game. Absolutely dominating the Oilers right now. Corey Perry, a horrible turnover. And Vladimir Tarasenko on the B-way. Backhand, forehand, low blocker on Stu. Now, we are only midway through the second period, but this is getting close to a blowout. Maybe the Edmonton Oilers can come back. I don't really know. I mean, I'll let you guys know. I'll definitely inform you guys if somebody scores here. Ekman Larson over to Ekblad. Wow, the Florida Panthers are dominating. 4-0 lead. 5 minutes left in the second period. This game might be over. Yeah, I think this game is over, chat. There's no way that the computer AI is going to score 4 goals in the third period. I am going to give the Oilers a chance, though. If they score 1 before the end of the second, we will watch the rest of the third period, but this game is pretty much over. I've watched too much of the computer AI hockey to know there's no way they're scoring 4 goals in the third period. Not a shot. 3-minute periods as well? No way. Luostarinen coming in. Rebound. We've just got dominated this game. This is not our game whatsoever. Stetcher. Troy Stetcher. Moving on up. Stetcher. No. In the middle, Fogle. Can you get a goal? Kulak. Great save by Bob. 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Can the Oilers score at least 1 goal and give me some hope here? Shot on net. Ekblad. We now have Cal Pickard in the net as Stuart Skinner got pulled. I did not make that executive decision. That was actually Chris Knobloch. But I mean, 10 seconds to go, and it doesn't look like it, as the Florida Panthers are going to force a Game 5 back in Edmonton, as they're not going to get swept in the Stanley Cup Finals. And here we go, game number 5 in Edmonton. The crowd is absolutely electric as the Stanley Cup yet again is in the building. The Oilers had a horrible effort in game number 3 over the Florida Panthers, losing 4-0. I didn't even watch the third period because there's no point. The game was over by the end of the second. We have to have a big effort here. Hyman on net, trying to do that play with McDavid yet again. That must be a set play they've worked on here for the Stanley Cup Finals. Tkachuk over to Reinhart. Great save by Stu. Draisaitl, no. Move it on up. Hyman, here we go. We got to score first. We scored first 3 out of the 4 games. The one game we didn't, we lost. Rebound! Oh my God, what a save by Sergei Bobrovsky, robbing Leon Draisaitl. Montour going to skate it out. Brendan Montour. Whew. That was a close one. I'm not even going to lie. That was definitely a close one. Bouchard up to Hyman. Over to Draisaitl. Loses it to Gustav Forsling. Are you kidding me? Draisaitl steals it, though, again. Hyman is looking. Nursey dumps the puck in. All right, forecheck by the Edmonton Oilers. Forsling over to Montour. Skating it. We're about halfway through the first period. No whistle so far. Perfect. Kane, move it up. Kane, give back to Kane. Perry. Okay, Perry, make up for that horrible turnover. Matthias Ekholm moves it up to Corey Perry. Perry, tons of room. Corey Perry over, and Nugent Hopkins is going to open the scoring for the Edmonton Oilers. An absolute rip, an absolute bomb. Call it whatever you want, but the Edmonton Oilers are going to take the lead early on in the first period. I've never seen Nugent Hopkins take a one-timer. But I mean, here in NHL 24, he's got an absolute bomb. So the trend so far is whoever scores first has won every single game. Obviously, Edmonton in the first 3, Florida in Game 4, and now in Game 5, the Oilers take an early 1-0 lead. For Hagee over to Ekblad as we are under pressure early. There we go. Headed to the power play. 2 minutes for tripping on Sam Bennett. I wonder if he's related to Bo and Colt Bennett. Shout out the Ranch. All right, massive PP here. We got, oh my, wait, no. Why do we got our second power play out there? Hyman, over, Ekholm. How did Ekholm not bury that? Hyman, another great save by Bobrovsky as he's going to cover the puck up. I don't know why we don't always start out with our first power play every single time we get the man advantage. I mean, we have McDavid and Draisaitl out there. There we go, win the draw. Kane over Bouchard, and a Bouch bomb from the point. As the Edmonton Oilers early in the first period are going to take a 2-0 lead in the game. McDavid wins it back over to Evander Kane, over to Bouchard, and a bomb in the back of the net. The Edmonton Oilers want the Stanley Cup here on home ice. They want it bad, baby. That's how we started the game. McDavid over, backdoor, and Zachary Hyman is going to give the Oilers an early 3-0 lead in the game. Oh my God, this is literally tears. Tears are going to come out of me. McDavid backdoor, tap in Hyman, tap in Merchant. Scoring 54 goals in the regular season, 14 in the playoffs. This dude is for real, man. What a pass by McDavid, and what a finish by Zach Hyman. Now, obviously, there is a lot of time left in this game. Time for the Florida Panthers to come back for sure. Tkachuk, and there it is. He gets them back to within 2. Matthew Tkachuk right away gets the goal. Now, if it was 4-0, I would probably give the computer no hope, but at 3-1, they can probably come back in this game. I'm willing to bet that, I mean, especially with the time left, we're still not out of the first period, for God's sake. Draisaitl, can we get another one? Draisaitl, McDavid over to Hyman, Zach Hyman, put it in, no! It was on the goal line. How did that stay out? I literally have to get a replay on this. Zach Hyman shoots it, hits the post, Chat, that's in. Bro, that is in. Is that not in? Let me know in the comments below. Is that puck fully crossed the goal line? I'll try to give you guys the best angle I can. Drops out in front. How? How does that stay out? It's floating on the line. Oh my God. Somehow, some way, that puck stayed out of the net. Oh my God. No. Get it out, Ekholm. There we go. Up to, is that Connor? Go Connor. Draisaitl, backdoor Hyman, Zachary Hyman, second of the night, and the Oilers take a 4-1 lead here late in the first period from Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. The Edmonton Oilers are dominating game number 5, baby. A 4-1 lead for the Edmonton Oilers. They are now 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes away from winning the Stanley Cup. Almost a minute remaining in the first period. Oilers up 4-1. Florida needs to get one here before the end of the first if you want any chance of getting back in this game. If the Oilers score the next one, the game is probably over. Honestly, it's still probably over. 3-goal lead with like 2 minutes to, or 2 periods to play. It might be possible, but regardless, the Oilers are going to lead 4-1 after 1. Now, honestly, the only painful part about this, I will get my glory at the end of this game, hopefully, unless they get a serious comeback here, miracle on ice 2. But I mean, I'm going to have to sit through 2 full periods of the computer AI going back and forth, knowing that the Edmonton Oilers almost but certain have this game locked up, 4-1 lead. I mean, it's not impossible by the computers, but I just don't think it's very likely. I mean, obviously in real life, it would be a lot different, but the computer AI is pretty brainless in this game. McDavid coming out, walking out. Get a good shot on net, but doesn't get the goal, man. McDavid has been all over the Stanley Cup Finals. He wants his Stanley Cup. It's been far too long. What is it, 8-9 years that McDavid took to get to the Stanley Cup Final? It's been a long time coming for McDavid. Finally here, and he does not want it to go to waste. Nursey moves it up to McDavid. Connor rips a slap shot on net. Hyman gets the rebound. Or play Montour as the Oilers are going for a change. I might actually make them defend the lead. Actually, we'll go to standard. We don't need a full forecheck. Not with, oh no. Sam Reinhart coming down. Reinhart, shot on net. Stu's going to make the save, and he's going to play it as well. Sam Bennett trying to get the Panthers back in the game. Rebound. Great save by Stu. He came across and made the sprawling save. Ekholm. Moving on up, Ekholm. There we go. Up to Kane. Here we go. Evander Kane over the Nuge. Nuge. Doesn't get a shot on net. Behind the net, Nuge and Hopkins. Back to Ekholm. Ekholm. Nuge again. Behind the net. In Gretzky's office, Fogle back to the point. Ekholm skates it out. All right. Florida really has been dominated here in Game 5. I mean, they dominated the Oilers in Game 4, but the first 3 games were back and forth, although the Oilers were clearly the better team. They've scored first. Fogle in front, and Warren Fogle will give the Oilers another goal as it is a 5-1 lead in the second period. I honestly might just fast forward to the third period. We still got a lot of time left in this game, and the Oilers are running away with the score. All right, so here we are in the third period. Still a 5-1 game with 4:27 remaining. We'll come back. We'll watch the rest of this. I mean, it's been back and forth, computer AI versus computer AI. You guys can probably guess what has happened. A lot of turnovers, and so far so good for the Oilers as they are 3 minutes away from winning the Stanley Cup. Janmark coming in. Janmark trying to go for more offenses. Spencer Knight is in the net now. Bobrovsky got pulled. Uh-oh. That is not good. As Skinner as well. Stuart Skinner has played amazing throughout this entire finals run. I mean, he got pulled in Game 4, but, I mean, Game 4 was a horrible effort by everybody. Ekholm on the boards to Fogle, wristing it on net. Less than a minute to go until the Edmonton Oilers are crowned Stanley Cup champions. The cup is in the building. It's been shined up. It's been ready for the Edmonton Oilers to finally capture. It's been far too long. Connor McDavid. Oh my God, we take a penalty? Really, Matthias Janmark, you're going to do that in a 5-1 hockey game with 39 seconds to go? All right, I guess we're killing a penalty for the rest of the remainder of the game here. Sam Bennett wins back to Luostarinen and Forsling on net. Great save by Stu. 30 seconds to go. Oh my Lord. If this happens in real life, I will literally cry. Don't worry, boys. We're going to be doing a watch party for pretty much every single Stanley Cup Finals game. Oilers and Panthers. 22 seconds to go. Forsling coming in. CC, great D by CC. Empty net by Florida. Derek Ryan. Oh, I thought it was an empty net. Never mind. Spencer Knight is in there. I guess they didn't pull their goalie. I mean, why would they? It's a 5-1 hockey game. Less than 10 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the Edmonton Oilers are your 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Connor McDavid finally goes on and win his first cup of his career. Leon Draisaitl as well, on the back of Stuart Skinner, who played phenomenal in the Stanley Cup Finals, beating the Florida Panthers in 5 games. If that's the result in real life, goddamn would I ever be happy. Going up 3-0 in the series. Had a bad game number 4, that's for sure. We got dominated in Game 4, but it doesn't matter, as Connor McDavid will take home the Conn Smythe. 3 goals, 7 points in the finals. Unfortunately, he does not track his entire playoff totals. But, I mean, in real life, he definitely is the favorite. Him or Dry will definitely win it from the Oilers. But McDavid is that dude. He is, in fact, him. As there it is. The Stanley Cup waiting to be presented to the Edmonton Oilers for the first time since how long? I mean, we only made 1 Stanley Cup Finals in the 2000s. And that was 2006 to the Carolina Hurricanes. I'll never forget it. As here comes McDavid coming to lift the cup for the first time in his career, as he is forever now known as a Stanley Cup champion. Also, the Edmonton Oilers roster, top to bottom, absolutely electric. And I literally cannot even choose to give it to Leon Draisaitl. So instead, Nugent Hopkins, been here the longest. What has it been, like 13 years in Edmonton? Finally, he was around during the dark ages. And now he's here for a Stanley Cup victory. What a game. What a series. What a playoff run by Nuge. In real life, he stepped up big in the conference finals. Next up, it's got to be Stu, man. A lot of hate goes towards this guy, but he plays his best hockey when it matters the most. And in the Stanley Cup Finals, absolutely lights out. Outside of Game 4, he had a bit of a rough game, but the whole team did as a whole. Outside of that, allowed 1 goal in Game 5, 1 goal in Game 3, 1 goal in Game 2. And finally, Shaq Hyman. What a pickup for the Oilers. Signed him from Toronto, I believe, in the 2021 offseason. And I mean, 54 goals in the regular season, 14 in the playoffs already. He's one of the best acquisitions in the last decade, in all honesty, as the Oilers, man. The Oil Babies. The Edmonton Oilers are going to go on and win the Stanley Cup. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave some support on it. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.